Welcome back to section of solids. In this problem, the solid given is a cone, and the cone is resting on HP on its base, and a cutting plane perpendicular to HP and inclined to VP at 45 degrees cuts the solid 10 mm away from the axis. So first of all, we have to draw the simple projection of the solid. Then we have to introduce the cutting plane. As the solid is resting on its base on HP, the top view will be the base view and front view is the lateral view. So we have to start from the top view. After drawing the top view of the cone, we have to divide it into 8 equal parts by means of drawing the generators. After dividing it into 8 equal parts, we have to name the points. Then we have to transfer all the points to the front view and draw the front view. The base diameter is given as 60 mm and the height is given as 70 mm. Then draw the generators in the lateral view. Mark the points. Then we have to locate the cutting plane. The cutting plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined at 45 degree to VP and cuts the solid 10 mm away from the axis. So the cutting plane will be visible as a line in the top view. We have to draw the cutting plane as a line in the top view, and the cutting plane meets the solid 10 mm away from the axis. Draw a circle which having 10 mm radius. Tilt your drafter scale to 45 degrees and cut the solid like this. Now we can see this portion is removed and this portion is retained. So we have to darken the retained portion. This is the retained portion. The generators inside the retained portion need not to be darkened because they are imaginary generators. And now we have to locate the cut points. Here we have a cut point in the base edge between A and H. Here we have a cut point between O and A. Here we have a cut point between OB. Here we have a cut point on OC, and here one point between CD. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cut points here. Let us mark the names for the cut points. Point P, Q, R, S and T. Point P and T are in the base edges. Q, R, S are in the lateral edges. Sorry, it's not lateral edge, it is in the generators. Let us transfer the points to the front view. Point P is between A and H, so it is here. Point Q is between OA, so it is here. Then point R is between OB, so it is here. Then point S, let us leave that. Point T is between ED, it is here. Now name the points. This is point P, P dash. This is point Q dash. This is point R dash. This is point T dash. So now we are left to only one point, that is point S. If you extend the point towards this direction, we cannot get any point here. So we have to rotate that point and transfer it to the another edge. Through that another edge, we have to transfer the point to the front view. I am rotating the point and transferring that point S to the, actually the point S is in the OC. Now I am transferring the point to OE by rotating this line. Then I am transferring the point to the OE in the front view. OE in the front view. Then from the OE, I am transferring the point to its original edge, that is OC. It is here. So this is the point S. So now we got the points P, Q, R, S, T. Let us connect those points. And the area covered by that section is the section view, and the section should be hatched. Then the retained portion should be darkened. Here the retained portion is The portion which is in the right hand side of the section is retained, and in the left hand side the point A is removed here. So we have to leave the small portion, and all the portion in the right hand side should be retained. This should be darkened. Only the outermost surface should be darkened because the edges are not here. These are generators. So the imaginary generators need not to be darkened. Now we have completed the sectional front view and the top view, and this is the time to draw the true shape of the section. To draw the true shape of the section, we have to extend the cut points by drawing perpendicular lines. I am drawing perpendicular line from P, Q, R, S and T. Then we have to draw a parallel line to the cutting plane, and the line parallel to the cutting plane should be named as x1 and y1. Then we have to measure the points in the section. Point P is exactly in the xy line itself. So it has to be transferred to the x1 y1 line itself. This is point P. Then point Q is lying at some distance, and measure the distance from xy and copy the distance from the line which comes from Q. This is point Q. Then measure the distance of the point R and mark it here. Measure the distance of point S and mark here. Measure the distance of point T, that is exactly in the xy line itself. So here it will lie on the x1 y1 line itself, point T. So now we got a shape in the true shape of the section. That is similar to the section what we had in the front view, sectional front view, but it will be slightly enlarged, and this portion should be hatched. That's it. Thank you.